Hey, thank you for joining us on Something to Talk About. Of course, we are King's Restaurant in Tamuning, where they serve some of the finest food that you will find in the land. Today, my guest is a guy who is probably shanghaied into doing the job, but he's loving it nonetheless. You might not have heard of him, but you will have heard of his wife, Ashley Cruz, one of the founding members of Guam Moms Helping Moms. She has corralled her husband into having a whole role in that organization, and we're going to have him here to talk about a special project coming up for Christmas. We are Something to Talk About. Come and join us. Thank you for joining us on Something to Talk About. Like I said, my guest tonight, he has a name. His name is Paul Cruz, and he's sort of the second in command to Guam Moms Helping Moms. Are you the only male of Guam Moms Helping Moms?
Yes, I am.
It's like a dad is helping moms, right?
Yes.
Paul Cruz is the husband of Ashley Cruz, who is actually the founder of the organization. And I actually met Ashley a few years ago when she first started. She had been doing a diaper drive, and I really was curious about the organization, and she was talking to me about this sort of humble start. The thing started at your guys' house, right? Is that how, in Mong Mong or something like that?
Actually, it started in Dedido.
Oh, Dedido,
yeah.
Okay. And you were just telling me that you operated out of the canopy.
Yeah, it started all from under a canopy, and then, we moved to Mong Mong. We did it out of our home, and then we moved to Agana.
Yeah.
Did it out of there. We outgrew there, so we're now located in Tamuning.
Here's the thing. Ashley started this group, this organization, because she wanted to help other moms. Really was sort of started off with the diapers, right? That she was figuring with her kids, if she was trying to buy diapers, that people were also trying to buy diapers, which is probably the most expensive commodity, right? That's the most expensive thing for
Pampers
kids.
Pampers are expensive nowadays.
Yeah. And plus, in Guam, Pampers is generic for diapers, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what the brand is, but so diapers are expensive. Kids have to have them, and I hope you don't mind me getting too personal with you, but you're only 25.
Yes.
Ashley, I'm sure, is not about the same age.
She's 26.
26. And you guys have built, like I said, from humble beginnings, but you built this organization to help other people.
Yes.
When I'm thinking you're probably trying to do something to help yourself. I mean, there's really, you're giving away a lot of things, and but unless you're independently wealthy, I mean, are you independently wealthy?
I mean, pretty much her mom supports us, and she guides us through this. But, ever since we started it, it's been, we just have to bear with it.
Yeah.
It took a lot of sacrifices and all that.
Why though? What was the reason why you wanted to do this?
Basically, I came from, like a hard life. So, like how Ashley has a pretty well off life, but me, I had it hard. So basically, I just wanted, when we talked about it to start this, I was all for it because, I'm all for helping people. Yeah.
Tell me about your life real quick. What?
Basically, I lost my dad when I was 13 years old. Then I got into a lot of trouble, only because, I couldn't accept the fact that he was gone. So.
Yeah.
And then I pretty much, my mom wasn't, she didn't really, support me. So I had to massy and all that other stuff to buy my own school supplies, school uniform. So I pretty much had to learn how to be a man early.
Wow.
Yeah.
At 13 and 14, 15 says.
Because pretty much my dad raised me up how to survive. He taught me the ropes of fishing, crabbing, stuff like that. I don't have like all the electronics and all that the generation nowadays has.
Yeah. So you grew up trying to fend for yourself.
Yes.
So you know what it's like to need something. But you also, you quit your job in order to make this happen. This is a non-profit organization, so that doesn't really mean that you're getting paid for anything, right?
Yeah, no, we don't. But honestly, all I ask is for the blessing. That's all we do. Because I know it's hard. It's not easy, and everybody goes through this hard times,
I think it took some time too for people to recognize and the word to get around that there was actually a place that was helping people just like you guys, trying to make a living, trying to make ends meet, and anybody in their 20s, and you know who's not at a high-paying job. If you were minimum wage, right?
Yeah.
It is going to have a hard time. It's going to have a struggle, and if you're raising kids. What I like about the organization is how much it's grown. How did you guys get the word out that you were here and that you were there to support? Just because in the beginning it started off with diapers, and then before you knew it, it started graduating into people just sort of giving their old clothes or donating clothing, right?
Yes.
For children. Yeah, just for children. Yeah. And then how did people start getting the word that there was something going on where they could go to a place?
Facebook.
Oh yeah,
Facebook.
Right. Social media was
Yes.
Yeah. And so, when did you start noticing that you were onto something big? When when you saw more people started.
When more people started calling us and then asking us like how can we help or and then organizations started calling asking how they can help us, so.
Oh, you actually had organizations with money calling to ask you?
businesses.
And businesses?
Yes.
Wow. Were you surprised at that?
Yeah, we were surprised. We were really surprised. We didn't really expect Walmart's to be, grow this big and this fast.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're pretty proud.
What did the businesses offer you? What were they trying to help you with?
Like Ambrose, they were offering us like Pampers, and then MBI, they donate like some snacks and stuff like that, for like our events, like Diaper Drive, because we do on Diaper Drive we do carnival games, but they're all free, we don't charge for the games.
Yeah. So then you moved on. I mean, then you established yourself as a place where you can get diapers and where you can get clothing.
Yes.
Then you. It sounded like you got after a while. Then you started seeing that there were people who were coming around to pick up the stuff, and you made it. There was more to it than just coming in and getting free stuff, right? What was your idea? To have them come around and have to account for what they were taking from you. They had to come around.
So they have to attend our classes, they have to be our clients, and then once they complete their 1 year of getting Pampers from us, because they get Pampers for once a month, every month, and once their year's up, they can reapply if they choose to.
And here's the thing is, you guys. The classes are parenting classes.
Yes, we do parenting classes, goal building classes, healthy baby class, because we try to encourage at the same time we try to encourage our clients to pick themselves up,
And so who does the classes? Who's doing the classes for you, or are you guys doing the classes?
Yeah, me and my wife do it.
Do you really?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so what you guys talk about how to parent?
Yeah.
How to be a good parent?
Yes.
So you got to give me an example of what it is that you talk to them about during these classes.
Like how you smoke, basically how to not smoke around your kids, stuff like that, like health reasons.
Stuff, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And what else?
What would you do if they had rash or stuff like that, how to take care of it. And
these are practical solutions to things.
Yes.
Wow. And so how often are the classes?
Our classes are every first of the month, and it only falls on the first of the month, and it's 6 p.m. and it's only an hour a class.
How many people show up for these classes?
Sometimes 10, 15 people.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Per classes.
Are they mostly women or mothers or fathers?
No, we got single fathers too, because we, that's why it's Guam Moms Helping Moms and Families, because we don't only help single mothers, we help single fathers too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you seeing a lot of single parents?
Yes.
What do you say to that?
I mean,
it's tough. I mean, it's tough as a single parent. Yeah,
it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's really hard. But if they're happy, single, then they're happy single.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not going to judge on whether somebody should be married to the person that they had a child with, but I'm thinking that you see probably a lot more of this.
Yeah,
you have a lot more, and you guys are young. I mean, you're in your late 20s, mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
You're on baby number.
Going on number 6.
Baby number 6. You're active. You got a lot going there. Is this your last child? Or?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the parenting classes is one way that you can monitor.
Yes.
Yeah, you can monitor families. And have you found? I mean, learned anything from, these classes yourself?
Yes.
What have you guys picked up from that?
I've learned a lot from a lot of our clients. And they do share a lot of their personal, like how hard it was for them, or why they're coming to us, or why they need the help. And but we keep that
Oh yeah, I mean that's all confidential to what you guys are
confidential.
doing in the classes. So it becomes then sort of at one point when you're advising parents on, it's kind of a counseling thing as well that they're going to.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it the same people? You have like, how often do you have people who sign up for
Like I said,
your service?
for like every week now, I get like about 8 to 10 new clients come in, just applying.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we helped probably over 1,000 households already.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. That
You
quick.
guys are helping over 1,000 households now?
Yeah, because the rate of the amount of clients that are coming in per week,
The word is spreading.
Yeah, it adds up.
adds
Because
up.
then you have our clients telling their family members, they see they're struggling, then they mention them, come to Guam Moms, or
Wow.
So the word is spreading just from even just our clients alone.
Wow.
Just because they see their family members struggling, so they don't want to, they know they need the help, so they refer them to us.
Well, like they don't have enough to do just with that base of people who come around. Paul has actually launched yet another thing for the Christmas season. When we come back after the break, we'll talk about how he's trying to get donations of toys for the Christmas season, not only for children, but an entire family, siblings
Yes.
included. We'll talk about that when we come back on Something to Talk About. We're with Paul Cruz. He's the vice president of Guam Moms Helping Moms, and he's also launched a program this year. This is a project to help kids, nennies and their siblings, right?
Yeah.
Trying to raise we were just talking a minute ago about how his, he grew up with a sort of tougher life than your wife, Ashley.
Yes.
And she started this organization, and then you jumped in. I think she made you jump in and help families that are struggling provide for their children, basically clothing and diapers is the best way to start. Now they've started classes where parents who are in need of these services have to go for these parenting classes to help them address concerns. I mean, you sound like a seasoned father. You know what I mean? Like you've been there. You know all of the rashes and all of the things that can happen. And now with 5 children and another on the way, you have a lot of experience. I want to make sure that because your mom is still in your life, that you clarify that you and your mom, you've reconciled with your mom after the tough time you had early in life,
I still love my mom.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the only
She's
partner
your
I have
mom.
left. Yeah.
Yeah, she's your mom, and as a matter of fact, your mom supports you guys now.
She's here for me now, so I'm pretty grateful.
Yeah. That's kind of an incredible story to turn things around. Did you think that when you were growing up and you were going through that difficult time, did you know that you were going to make your way out of it somehow or another? And how much influence did Ashley have over your life?
Yeah, she felt bad, like how my life went, but that's the past, and I'm looking to move forward now.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I'm devoted to Guam Moms 100% to help people.
It's hard to grow up. It's hard to learn how to be a man, don't you think?
Yeah.
in the absence of your father, you know, it being the only man figure, right, and that was close to you. It's hard to do that. So to be able to survive that time in your life, and then turn it around to a point where you can be in a position to help other people when you don't even have a lot. I mean, that's that's the thing. You quit your job in order to help, and of course you got the family support.
Yeah, because it was hard because, you know, as she was doing Wild Moms, I was working, and then she also, at the same time she was doing Wild Moms, she had to watch all my kids.
Yeah.
You know, and I felt bad, you know. So this is her dream, and I want her, you know, I want to help her finish it. And once Wild Moms eventually gets going on its own, then, you know.
Well, it keeps expanding. I mean, the need is always going to be there for people. And your clientele, like you said, has grown because people, by word of mouth or through the social media, knows this is a place where they can go to get some of these basic needs. So now, as if that wasn't enough, you want to try and get Christmas presents for kids.
Oh, yes. Because you got Salvation Army, and then you got Sugar Plum. But then they only take in a certain amount of kids, so pretty much we started this for a second chance for the other kids, you know, the low-income families or whatnot. They kind of afford to get their kids gifts. So
how are you guys going to work that out?
Well, basically we pull in, we got a total of like over 500 kids right now, and we're having sponsors come in that want to sponsor these kids. So basically with sponsors, they give us like an age and a gender, and then we go to our list, and then we'll see who's sponsored and not, and then from there we talk to the sponsors.
And let them know.
Yeah, let them know. Like, you know, as long as they tell us the age and gender, then from there we
Where are you getting this list of kids, and where are they coming from?
Oh, they come in, and we started this in like November, beginning November. You know, started pulling kids in early to apply, you know, to sign their kids up for the toy drive.
Oh, this is coming from your own clientele base as well as word of mouth.
Yeah.
So far you have like 500 kids?
Yeah, we got some from DOE. You know, we're helping, you know, we got some of the families that are, you know, they can't afford to get their kids gifts. So, you know, we're helping DOE out and other organizations, but that's Ashley's part.
But
there.
okay, so all of that part of it, how it's going to be done is logistics are her. But you are doing what? I mean, are you the one that's maintaining where these toys are going to come from, or you have to go out there and?
Yeah, I basically just make sure that all of it's there, and then because it's very hard for me because I also run the thrift store. Yeah. So I'm the store manager. I'm a vice president and I'm a store manager. So, yeah, if the toys need to be picked up, I go pick it up. If donations need to be picked up, I pick it up.
Oh, I see.
If donation needs to be dropped off, I drop it off.
So you're going to be playing Santa Claus this year too, right? Did the kid? Yeah, go ahead.
Because then, even from like MBI or all these distributing companies, I pick up the donation. Yeah, because I have a truck, so I drop off donations. I pick up donations from people. I even drive down to even Big Navy. We're passing ID, and some people are waiting for me there, and I'll pick up donations.
Because they just bought something that you need.
Yeah.
So you guys,
we get a lot of military people that donate to us too, especially if they're leaving island or whatnot. They hear about Wild Moms too. So
I think that part of the personality, part of the attraction is that you guys are still sort of a small organization, and it's very grassroots, you know what I mean?
Yes.
That whoever you have coming through the door are people that have told other people about the work that you do, and your reputation, I guess, is it's everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your inventory must be big now because you moved from, you went from, operating out of your house and then to that store that was in Agania, and now you're in a bigger space.
Yeah, it's a lot more nicer. Everything's organized from kids' clothes. You got the boys' clothes on one side, the girls' clothes on one side. You got the adults' clothes.
Yeah, let me tell you about the adults' clothes. You tell them about the adults' clothes. The last time I had somebody from Moms Helping Moms, they were talking about how they have women who come in and they want to apply for a job, and they have to go through some kind of job interview.
Oh.
And so they go in and they're able to pick up clothing from there, right?
Yeah,
From the store.
Yeah, the dress for
Yeah.
success.
Yeah, dress for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you also do that for men? No,
Not
it's
really.
not really.
I mean,
Mostly for
yeah,
women.
mostly women are the ones that come in.
Yeah.
I mean,
But are they getting these clothes for free? Are they borrowing them, or how does that work? Or do they buy them?
oh no, if it's for we got regular customers, and then we have our clients. They get vouchers. With all our clients, once they complete their classes, they get a voucher, depending on their situation in the household, and then they even get a voucher for themselves too. You know, that's why we got the adults clothing and whatnot.
Oh, so yeah.
So
So
the
they use
vouchers.
so there's a certain amount. There's a certain
Yeah.
amount on there total that they can use.
Yes.
Okay.
So how it goes is like it's like $10 per child and then $5 per adult. It doesn't sound like a lot, but just the pricing of
Yeah.
what we're
Yeah.
pricing our stuff in the shop, they
can get quite a bit.
Yeah, they can get quite a bit.
And so the clothes that you're getting, they're used and new? Is that you're getting a little bit of both?
Yeah, it all depends on the donator. Pretty much just all depends on.
But
the
this stuff is in good
donators.
condition. I mean,
Yes,
it has to
yes.
be in a certain condition, right?
Yeah, I mean we get some stuff that are not good, but then I dispose of it. Yeah, I get rid of it.
Yeah. And so you sell it to anybody else who walks in too, right? I mean, you
Yes,
have the voucher
yes.
system for your clients, but then you can sell.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. I never knew.
Yeah.
And now, so it's mostly clothing. Now, what about the diaper situation? Do you have like an inventory of diapers
Yes.
all the time?
Yes, we do.
Wow.
We actually just have one storage room just with Pampers and wipes.
Like and all of that's been donated.
Yes.
Do you guys actually go out and buy stuff?
Yes, like if we run out of, like, for example, because of main sizes of Pampers, we run out of is like size 5, or 4, 5, or 6.
Yeah, those are the popular sizes.
So the thrift shop, the money we make, we use it to, if we run out of those sizes, we buy it. Especially if our client needs it.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many years have you guys been doing this?
For about 4 years now.
And now you've got a store off Marine Drive
Yeah.
into Mooning, which that's
Yes.
that's Cherry, man. That's Cherry location.
Yeah.
And you've got now diapers, wipes, clothing for children,
Yeah.
women's clothing, men's clothing. Wow.
Yeah.
What are you most proud of, Paul?
What am I most proud of?
Of this success that you guys have? What are you most proud of?
When people are grateful and they see a guy, because I get a lot of, like, a few clients that come in like, you run the shop? Yes, I do. They're like, it's weird seeing a guy running a thrift store.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just it brings joy to me when I see the smile on their face that I can help them.
Yeah, this is a season coming up. The Christmas season is a time when a lot of people need a lot of stuff.
Yes.
That's the hardest time for them.
Yeah, so basically our last day to take in all our gifts is December 18, and then distribution date is on December 20.
And you get to play Santa Claus? You get to go and deliver these gifts individually to these kids, or are you going to pass them out?
No, pretty much they can come pick it up
With
the
their
shop.
names. And
Yes.
so, and it's for children. You want to make sure that everybody in the family's got something.
And then everybody that's on our list, the gifts will be wrapped and their names will be on it already.
Wow.
Yeah, and we are even getting some of the sponsors that are asking if they can help the day that we distribute the gifts.
Wow.
Because they wanna see the kids get their gifts too. So we're fine with that.
Man, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You and Ashley have done some incredible work. I mean, you've done more in a short 4-year period than a lot of people have done in their entire lives. So
Oh, yeah.
you have a lot to be proud of. Good luck. Good luck to you. I
All right.
hope you get everything you need. And I hope you get
Yeah.
everything you need. That'll do it for us. Thanks, Paul.
All right.
One Mom's Helping Moms. That's Paul Cruz. Go look for him. He's in the store over here in Mooning. That was the Winter Building, right? The old Dragonfly?
Yes.
The old Dragonfly furniture store. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll see you.